is it just that the motivation changes when you create or invent? If you understand purposelessness, you still invent and create, but without the motivation.
See, you will still invent and create in a much better way. As on now, you are creating and inventing with a corrupted inner space, impure inner space. If you understand the purposelessness, the truth will liberate you, will give you such a solid light. You will do things in a much better way.
Out
Yes.
of love, out of joy.
Yes. Out of joy. Yes, your question? Last.
Well, if there's like no purpose, like stuff like that.
Can you be a little loud?
If there's like purposelessness, then where's the purpose to live and stuff like that?
Where is the purpose to live? Huh?
There has to be like purpose to eat, purpose to live.
Aha, this is a nice question. Sit. Please be very clear. When your body feels hungry, eat. Do not eat with a purpose. If you start eating with a purpose, there will be two purposes. Either the purpose of taste or the purpose to become some shape. Some shape. Both are going to lead you into trouble. Purpose to come to some shape or purpose to taste. Both are going to lead you to taste.
Swamiji, if an alcoholic thinks that life is a purposelessness, and then he thinks one day to live, and he starts drinking from the early morning.
See, I tell you one thing. The real understanding of truth will never ask you to think on one more thing. This is one important thing. Understand this truth of purposelessness. You will never feel like drinking. Drinking itself will happen when if you are restless inside. Drinking is nothing but escaping from yourself. You are not able to face yourself. That is why you wanted to escape from yourself. You wanted to hide yourself in something. You just pour something inside and fill it. One more thing. If you are feeling empty inside, either you put something solid and fill, or you pour something and fill. Men always pour and fill. Women always put something solid and fill. That's why obesity with women and drinking addiction with men. In Indian culture, women are not allowed to drink. At least in India. They don't drink much. So what they do? The next option is from morning till night sit in front of TV and swaha. Swaha. The table will be there in front of the sofa. There will be one that Nivedyam table. All Nivedyams will come and sit there. Nivedyam table. And everything will, by the time program is over, the table will be over. An addiction. See, food addiction, alcohol addiction, both are because you feel empty inside. You don't want to face yourself. The moment you understand life is purposeless, you will not even feel like drinking. Because you have nothing to hide from yourself. You are ready to face yourself. You are completely comfortable with yourself. You are utterly relaxed with yourself. So naturally you will not feel like drinking. One more thing. Somebody drinking once in a while casually in some party and all is not a big thing. Of course, I am not acknowledging it. Then you will start telling, oh, Swami told us to drink. And I am not acknowledging it. But that is not a big sin. And become addicted to something. That is where the problem starts. And one more thing. According to me, anything, not only drinks, anything which becomes addiction is a sin. Even your food, if you are addicted to some food, you are doing a sin. So anything which becomes addiction is a sin. If you are ready to face yourself, you will not be addicted to anything.
Like now, we have so much condition that we accept. It can be like go to sleep and like that. There is no purpose. So
Yes, you can remember this idea every day before going to the sleep, and the moment you come out
yes.
of the bed,
Yes.
I always tell people, the moment you come out of the bed, just laugh. There is nothing to worry. But always you start worrying the moment you are out of bed. The moment you are awake, the thick depression, the thick layer of worrying starts. Oh, this has to be done, that has to be done, what will happen to this, what will happen to that, today my day will be, I don't know, whom I am going to face, what I am going to do. The whole thing will stand in front of you like a queue, and you are already tired. Arey, what to do? You are already tired. The moment you get up, just laugh for no reason, for 10 minutes. Somebody is sleeping next to you, let them run away. Don't bother about it. After all, your bedroom, if you can't laugh for 10 minutes in your bedroom, what kind of life you are having? Freedom you are having. Just laugh for no reason. There is no problem. It's after all your bedroom. What is there? You can laugh for 10 minutes. What is the wrong? Just laugh for no reason. And be very clear. Today my life has no purpose. I am going to enjoy. It's not that you are going to escape. You will do everything. But I am not going to carry the stress. I am not going to carry the stress of the purpose. You see, the idea of goal, constantly when the goal is in front of your face, you are tortured. The goal which is sitting in your inner space continuously tortures you. It's like constantly somebody nagging you. That now you understand. Now you can understand the word. Constantly if somebody nags you, how you feel. The same thing. Same thing. The purpose constantly nags you from your inner space. Go on nagging, what to do? Now, relax, liberate yourself from this nagging of purpose. Yes, please.
Based on your personal experience, you're stating the truth so authentically, so beautifully. Listening to the questions, what makes the human mind so difficult to accept it?
From the beginning, from the young age, society teaches you by force that there is a purpose. And if you are ready to run behind them, you are given award. You are given a big cup. What will you do with that cup? You can't even drink tea with that nonsense cup. And these fellows are running behind that cup. Whenever I go to this devotee's house, they take me to the Pada Puja. They go on showing me all the cups, all this nonsense. I feel bored. But what to do? I have come all the way. I have to see all the cups. Oh, this is given there, Swamiji. This is given here, and this is there, that is there. And they go on showing me all the cups and all that certificate. See, again and again you are given certificate by the society. If you run behind them, if you are ready to run behind them, let me tell you honestly, openly, it's an honest truth. Let me tell you the honest truth. When it comes to guilt, all right, even if I am not carrying, even if I am not carrying any guilt, or I am carrying any guilt, what is the purpose? Just one more bubble. One more bubble. In few days going to disappear. We don't even know that whether few days or few hours or few months or few weeks. Nobody knows. And the idea of time itself is a one more bubble. That's all. We don't know. Yes.
Swamiji, what is Parashakti?
Which I don't understand, I use the word Parashakti. I can say, what makes you ask the question and what makes me answer the question. That is Parashakti. What makes you ask the question? What makes me answer the question? Both are one and the same. Understand one more thing. Both are one and the same. What makes you ask the question? The same energy is making me to answer the question. So, the same thing is inside there. To tell you honestly, the whole Guru-disciple itself is a psychodrama. The whole thing is just psychodrama. Nothing else. Because you are playing the role of a disciple, I am playing the role of the Guru. That's all. If you play the role of the friend, you will see me as friend. If you play the role of the father, you will see me as son. If you play the role of the mother, you will see me as a son. If you play the role of the son, you will see me as a father. It is just a psychodrama. Just pure psychodrama. The guru-disciple relationship is also one more psychodrama, that's all. But in this relationship, he makes you understand all relationships are psychodrama, that's all. Somebody asked Raman Maharshi, if Guru is also one more dream, how can we become enlightened? Raman Maharshi says, if you see a lion chasing you in the dream, you will wake up. Lion chasing you is one more dream, but that dream will make you wake up. Same way, Guru is Simha Swapna. He is one more dream, but he will make you wake up. He will just bring you to reality. Guru is a Simha Swapna. I am a Simha Swapna, nightmare for you. I will just wake you up. Understand? The whole thing is a pure psychodrama. Pure psychodrama. That's why I tell people, this touching the feet, all these things are just psychodrama. Whenever people touch my feet, I always tell them, if you really feel that I have helped you, if you really feel grateful, then touch. Otherwise, do not touch. If you touch as a ritual, tomorrow you will pull my leg. Do not touch. Never do this respect and all those things as a routine. And the whole thing, the Guru disciple or life or this or that, everything is just psychodrama. The moment you understand, the whole thing is just psychodrama. For example, for you only I am Guru, I am enlightened being. In the immigration department, just like you, I will be sitting. You don't know. Come to the immigration department, then you will understand. Just like you, I will be sitting. If you are a green card holder, at least you will go away. I will be sitting there. For them, I am not enlightened master. Because you are a disciple, I am Guru. Please be very clear. I am very clear. I am boldly expressing the truth. Because you are sitting as a disciple, I am Guru. If you are having a different attitude, I am not Guru. Then what it means? The whole thing is just psychodrama. I am here just to remind you, you are caught in a psychodrama. That's all. That is what this cloth means. The meaning of this cloth is given in the Paramahamsa Upanishad. A capital letter no to social conditionings. Person decides, I am going to simply say capital letter no to a social conditioning. The capital letter no board is this cloth. Here there is a capital letter no hanging and making people aware. Just be very clear. Do not let your inner space be stolen by the society, social conditioning. Just that's the only thing needs to be understood. The only truth which I represent is to make you realize not to let your inner space be stolen by social conditionings. Let you reclaim your inner space and rejoice the life as I am enjoying. As I am living the truth, as I am living in the ecstasy, let you reclaim the truth, reclaim your inner space and live. That's all is the whole thing. And this very truth will create a strange morality, a strange understanding. You will not be a rebel. I am not asking you will not be a rebel, I tell you. A strange understanding will come. You will allow the society also, the whole drama to happen. And you will be just relaxing and enjoying. You will not go out and torture others. You will not go out and disturb others. You will let the drama happen and you will be totally different world. You will be in a totally different consciousness. Now, yes.
With the purposelessness, even the prisoner can live.
Yes?
Why he should come out and he can enjoy this?
That's all. Actually,
Somebody can take
no.
care of him.
When you understand the inner freedom, you never bother about the outer freedom. You don't bother about the outer freedom.
Yeah, but somebody has to take care of him.
Who?
Prisoner or somebody. Just like you are not taking care of yourself. purpose in life, he is happy and everything. Then he need not worry about the day-to-day work. Why he should do that?
Guy in the prison.
Prison, any person.
You see, be very clear. Here is the question. If there is no purpose, why should anybody do a day-to-day work? Understand. If you understand there is no purpose in the life, you will never become tamasic. You will never become lazy. The day-to-day life activities will happen. You will do it as a play, as a game. What is there? Why should I not do? Just like why should I do? Why should I not do? I was doing this. Let me do that, that's all. What is there? And even if you change, you will not, even if you change, you will do something else, but you will not become lazy. You will not become lazy. Why I will not become lazy? Only after achieving that state you will understand. By your very bubbling, overflowing energy, you will not be allowed to be lazy. See, that freedom which happens in the inner space will never make you lazy. Laziness will happen only to a person who is in confusion, not the person who is clear about the life. When you are clear, see, now only you will ask the question, why should they work? But if you understand the truth, you will be working for no reason, just out of joy, just to share the joy, just to share the bliss. You will start working. You will not bother. And one more thing, if you work just to share your joy, you will never be tired. You will never be tired. You will never be egoistic. You will be just living blissfully. You will be just living happily. In last 2.5 years, 3,000 hours of recorded lectures are there delivered by me. 3,000 recorded DV cassettes we have in last 2.5 years. Continuously I am speaking in some place or other. As on now, we have 3,000 recorded DV cassettes, which is created in last 2.5 years. But I don't feel tired. Things are happening. I'm doing the whole thing just to share the bliss, just to share the joy. Sometimes I'm speaking the same thing in 10 places to make them understand, to make them to realize the truth. And people ask me, Swamiji, are you not feeling bored? I tell them, no, I am not speaking the same thing. Every time when I speak, it is new for me. It is new for me. Especially when I trained the teachers, they are telling me, after taking 4-5 ASP itself, we feel bored. How did you do 200 ASP, Swamiji? I did 200 ASP continuously. After 200 ASP only, I started training the teachers. First 200 ASPs are done by me personally. 200 same program. Every weekend somewhere or other I will be doing. Sometimes, of course, lot of times in the weekdays also. Continuously. And how did you do that, Swamiji? Because for me it is not, there is no purpose on thing. Second thing, it's not same. I relate with every being. So every time people are new. So what I am saying is new. So it can't be old again.
Hey, if there's no in life, then what's the point of me going to school and getting A's?
That's the right question. You see, you have to live in the society. Is it not? You are living in the society. Of course, if I have to tell the honest truth, I'll tell you there is no need for you to go to the school. That's what I told all my kids. All my ashram kids, I don't send them to school. All our ashramites kids, they are all in the ashram. I give them the education of the life, about the life, and give them the open university system. They study in the open university. They will get their regular degree education. If they want to, later on, if they want to take up their outward life or a regular life, if they feel like, I do not want that they should miss. So I give them that. Other than that, apart from that, they spend the whole day studying about the life and all these inner science. That is the ultimate thing I feel. Because the parents won't agree, I have to give some socially polite answer. To tell you honestly, according to me, if 8 hours suffering in the school, what kids can learn? They can learn 10 times more with the same 8 hours without suffering in the school. In my research, I was very clearly able to find they can learn lot more than what they learn in the school in the Gurukulam structure, in the free school structure. That's the reason I have created this structure. From my point, I'll always tell kids to, of course, the big problem is the parents have to be matured and lot more. All this drama is there. Now I put this idea, I don't know what will happen to your parents. Don't bring me little trouble.
Okay, the purpose is for every human being not to be egoistic, not to do things to complete, assignments. But on the other side, there is a purpose. We live on an earth who we don't take decisions of how bad goes and get destroyed.
We don't take decisions.
We as simple people, we don't decide how bad this earth goes, this from wars to environment, everything. What is our purpose of this? Or where this stands?
See, be very clear. People who think that there is a purpose only are abusing the earth. All the people who are abusing the nature, they are ambitious people. Simple people don't abuse the earth.
I know, but you have to respond, because the effects.
Now how to respond? How to respond from our side? Tell you honestly, even if you respond, you think you will be able to make a big change?
If there are many people, I don't know. One, no.
And as on now, we are this small group only. We will not be able to do. Then why to waste our time unnecessarily talking about it?
You
Forget
go
about
fast
it.
though.
Huh?
You have more people.
And when I feel like I have more people, I will do it. Don't bother. You relax. As on now,
That energy darshan and all is also part of ritual?
no, it's not part of ritual. I'm trying to inspire you much deeper than intellectually to realize these concepts. See, with master, with an ordinary intellectual man, you get only the words. With master, he radiates his experience, which is little higher than words. So he tries to infuse that energy, that experience into you, so that your being can start experiencing the same. Instead of head-to-head communication, heart-to-heart communion can happen. The being-to-being communion. Here I am trying to infuse this energy into you so that you will be helped to go through this transformation. That's the reason of the whole energy darshan. Now, go through the whole life. I think this time we'll enter into the meditation. Look into your whole thing, whatever you have written, with this one idea of purposelessness. If it is desire, understand what is the purpose. If it is guilt, understand what is the purpose. If it is pain, understand what is the purpose. Having or not having, no purpose. If it is joy, having or not having has no purpose. And I tell you one thing, ma, surely you having A grade and all has no purpose. It is just foolishness. Don't bother about A or B and all those things. Just live happily. This boop and all, let them go and have A. Ask her. If she had A, she's happy. Why is she sitting here? Ask her. She had A, she had B, and she had made her son A, son B, and all those nonsense. Is she happy? Are their kids are happy? Huh?
She was happy.
She may be smiling. And ask her separately, then she will tell you. So don't bother about A, B and all too much. If they want, let them put in the card. You don't bother. You don't even see the card.
Then
You
what
be
about
blissful.
my parents?
Oh. Now I am in trouble. Where are they? They are outside. Then I will talk to you later on. And Mukul is sending his son outside. Don't listen all these ideas. Better go now itself out. But one thing really, somehow I am not able to tolerate putting these beautiful innocent kids into that school and that psychiatrist. Actually, all these teachers are mentally retarded. They go on torturing them. Go on torturing them. All these mentally retarded fellows, they will reproduce their mental setup on our kids. Why should somebody else reproduce their mental setup on our kids? See, torturing them with fear and greed. Why should it be? See, some kid may be beautiful in the mathematics. Some may be beautiful in the painting. So each kid should be allowed to grow in their own way. That is what is the whole Gurukulam structure is. That is the purpose of the horoscope. In horoscope, the master will decide which line this boy will take up. Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya. Then he will be trained in that department. And he will achieve fulfillment in that department. What to do? The whole structure has gone. Disappeared now. We will have to struggle with these mentally retarded fellows. Really? No, that, huh? That's what I am saying. That's why mentally retarded is attractive. Both are being attracted to each other. What to do now about the work? And poor kids are suffering. And innocent, especially in India, these guys beat the kids. When I was a small boy, when I was in the school, once the teacher wanted to beat me. He took the stick and he gave one or two blows. I just held his hand and beat him. Nicely gave him. And blood started coming here. He started shouting like that. And after, never the fellow raised his stick. If he raises the stick, he knows the pain. Fools. Huh? Huh?
You're gonna get in so much trouble with
But tell you honestly, I don't believe in torturing the kids. They can grow much more beautifully. I tell you, see, 9-year-old, our Shiv's daughter, she's just 9-year-old. She completely reads the Shiva Sutras and writes summary, commentary on it. Just because I have given complete freedom to them. See, kids, when they get up from the bed, they should get up out of love, not out of fear. All these kids who are going to the school, they get up out of swadhisthana, fear. And the whole day they carry the tension. See, swadhisthana means all the toxins inside your system. The depressive, the chemicals which creates depression, they are released into your system. The moment the fear is activated, the fear chakra is activated, the toxin, the chemical, adrenaline is released in your system, and the chemicals which creates depression, and the whole day they are under the toxin. There is no need to put our kids in the acid bath. We are giving acid bath to our kids every day by making them get up out of fear. Acid bath. We put them in the acid tub. There is no need. At least early morning, when they get up, they should get up out of love or freedom, joy. I'll tell you, the whole day will be totally different. Whole day will be totally different. It is time to create a new consciousness. There is no need to go on torturing our kids in the same old way. All right, what can be done?
Swamiji, do you have a program that you're developing or anything that would be available?
I'm developing one. I'm working on it.
Great.
I'm working on how to uncondition and how to teach the kids to retain their inner space without letting the society to corrupt it.
What role does compassion play in purposelessness?
When you understand purposelessness, simply the compassion will ooze through you. You will not be even aware you are compassionate. You are just like that. You are just like that. Person who is aware, is compassionate, is egoistic. Compassion should happen without even you being aware that you are compassionate. That's the beauty. And a different grace will happen, radiate through you. It is time to enter into the meditation. Understand, now we are going to enter into a new mental setup. We are taking a conscious decision to reclaim our inner space, to drop all the social conditioning. Anybody who is not interested in dropping the social conditioning? Who says, no, I am okay, Swamiji, with this itself. The biography which I have written is beautiful. And if God gives me one more chance, I will do the same way only. Then you don't need to drop. Carry it with you. And if you really feel like dropping social conditioning, let us enter into this meditation. It's a powerful technique. It's called Braja Homa. Means removing the dirt from your inner space. Burning the dirt of your inner space. It is done only when people take sannyas. Of course, I am not going to give you sannyas. Don't bother. Don't worry. But this meditation technique is so sacred. It is done when people take sannyas. It's called Braja Homa. Means removing the dirt from the inner space. Now, this has got 3 steps. First thing, we will thank all the people who gave this mental setup. You may be feeling, why should we thank? These guys have tortured us. Why should we thank? Be very clear. Even making you understand it is a torture is a great, beautiful thing done to you. If you were not understood, how will you go for enlightenment? So even your enemy has helped you to be more strong, directly or indirectly. They have pushed you to this end. People who gave you suffering, at least have made you think about the life. Kundi says beautifully, Arjuna's mother, Krishna, give me suffering from all 4 corners, so that constantly I will think about you. I will think the reality of life and become enlightened. Understand, even suffering has taught you something. We will go beyond this mental setup, not cursing this setup, by giving gratitude to the people. You guys have done what best you can do. Now it is time. We are going beyond this. We will not blame you. We have no curse in our mouth. All we have is thanks. We are proceeding. We are going further. So it is time for us to thank all the people who gave this mental setup to us. Then you will relive the whole thing with this one idea of purposelessness. Go through everything with this one clarity of purposelessness. Third step, will drop the whole thing visually. You will visualize and drop the whole thing. Please do not underestimate your visualization power. Your visualization power is so powerful, so strong, it can simply make things happen. If you visualize, you are dropping the whole conditioning, simply it will happen. Do not underestimate. Don't think, just by imagining what will happen. Your whole life is nothing but your imagination. So, do not bother. Your visualization is just imagination. It is power. It is energy. Now, we will enter into this meditation. Then step by step, I will guide you. You don't have to tie the ribbon. Please have these flowers and sesame seeds in your hand and sit straight. Please sit straight. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale as slowly as possible. feel grateful to all the people who gave you this body and mind with which you lived all these days.